ingredients that are in the vaccine. In this one part in particular, the Tdap,
Are we live? Yes, we are. What is up? What's happening, everybody? Looks good. Looks pretty good. Yeah, bo. Big things happening. Big things happening. Big things happening in the scale world, I guess. So before we get started, just reminding everyone, this air freshener is going away at 500. We're getting awfully close. Pushing hard. Pushing hard. Let's do it. Alright. And follow the Instagram at RC_propaganda. It's the only business that I have left. So yeah, I just kind of figured I'd come on, hang out, see what's good. As you, well, not all of you, but a lot of you probably know, Traxxas seem to have released a new Blazer body, the K5 Blazer. That was pretty big news. Pretty big news. It looks really nice. Not sure how I feel about it, but yeah, I was just going to bring up a couple pictures here for you to see. See if I can find some pictures of it. There is a lot of nice pictures. Eventually, when I do these live streams, if I get a studio, I can stream from my computer, and I can bring stuff up that I want to share, because I don't think this is going to bring it. Maybe I can do like a feature from Instagram or something that I see online that I like. Something like that, because I see so many nice rigs online, and people need to get the credit for those builds because they're so nice. Let's see. We will find someone who posted it up. Looks like there's going to be a red, a black, and I think I've even seen an orange, so that's pretty interesting. Go all the way back down, I guess. Yesterday, people were posting pictures up like crazy. Not sure how this time is, what everyone is doing, but I cannot come on later tonight because I'm watching UFC tonight, 235. Super pumped. UFC is probably the only other thing that gets me excited other than RC. Jeez. Skibbity bop. Someday I will find what I'm looking for. Oh, my Lanta. Just so many pictures on the gram. I don't know, what's your guys' favorite social media app? I like Instagram, I'd have to say. I mean, I like YouTube, but as far as on my phone for like social media, I don't even know. Oh, bad. I gotta sneeze. Yeah, I just did that. Okay. Someday. Okay, we're getting closer. I recognize some of these pictures now. I should have had this already. I'm not sure. I guess everyone kind of posted pictures up of it, but I didn't know whose account to go to first. Let's see. Holy smokes. It's like I feel if I go for a search, then I'll come right across it. If I just keep scrolling, eventually I'll find someone who posted the pics. They were all over. Is that one? Nope. Oh, here we go. I'm not sure how this is going to look on the camera, but here is a picture. Oh, yeah, it's not too bad. Nice. Looks pretty decent. That is the red there. I think that one looks pretty good. See if we can find any more. That was from Scale Builders Guild. He posted. Everyone was posting it. Oh, this is interesting too. They got the new Traxxas Sport kit. That's going to be pretty sweet. You can get the kit pretty cheap, you know. A-Main had a funny post about spending money in RC parts. Here's another. Yeah, see, here we go. So here is an orange one. That looks pretty good. I'm not sure I'd like the orange. I much more prefer this red. I think if I were to get it, I'd definitely have to get it in this red. That just looks super classic. The detail on it looks like quite a bit more. So this is the one from Axial here I have, and the grill design looks a little different. It's more squared. It's got the light with the marker underneath it. So my guess is there's going to be a year difference. So I think that this is going to be a newer one. So that, you know, that intrigues me a little bit more. The mirrors look a little bit better. I like it's got the Chevy grill. So I might not pick a whole truck up because if it's the 450 version, I'd like to. I wish they'd release a kit of that, or I can just buy the whole body and then just slap it on something. But see, what I don't like is when you buy the pre-assembled bodies. If you want that, well, I guess you can paint it and get the detail, but I like these factory bodies like this. I think they're great, and then you can kind of accessorize them, and they're gonna look great on camera because that's what I like to do. I like to get those awesome camera shots and all that scale goodness. So. If you get it, it's got the holes already in it. I mean, there are ways you could kind of patch the holes or do something to kind of cover them up and use magnets or something and mount it however you need. But that's the only thing is those pre-drilled holes. You can't just go and slap it on any vehicle you want. And I don't think I would want to spend that much money on another Traxxas vehicle. But to be honest with you, my hobby's getting a little intense. I really like RC trucks. So I want to get too many. So there was that little bit of news. I just wanted to share that a little bit. I was super excited. I thought you guys would want to talk about it. Doesn't really seem like anybody is in here live right now, so that's kind of not a secret. But I'll kind of just keep going, trying to keep videos out for you guys, just something. I know this isn't the kind of content I really like, but I mean, I do want to hang out, so, you know, I'll keep coming on. I know the time right now is a little weird. But like I said, I want to watch UFC, so I figured why not just come on, see what's good. I kind of wanted to talk some bashing stuff, but I got more scale stuff to talk about. So that body was released. There's a bunch of bodies right now, so that's a really good thing in the scale market right now is all these new bodies that are being released. They got the metric body. Prolane come out with that step side, so there's just multiple options piling up, which is really nice, you know, having options, different bodies, so you don't see the same thing all the time. I do like that metric body because I want to do those 3D printing things and print out the parts. I checked out what he's got on the My Mini Factory Night Customs there, so that looks pretty promising. I'm still not sure if I'm going to use my Power Wagon body that I have on the new build, so I guess I'm going to announce that now. I did go ahead and I pre-ordered a HPI Venture. Well, not HPI Venture, an HPI Scale Builders kit, rather. And not sure when it's going to come. I pre-ordered it. I had some store credit, so I got it for a pretty good price. And it's got metal shocks, metal links. I'm really curious to see what it's going to be like. I have like extra wheels. I just need to get a receiver for it. I got a deadbolt body. Like I said, I got the Power Wagon body, so I can definitely assemble it and then figure out if I want to build a whole new body. So I'm thinking time that thing shows up, the weather should be turning around. Even right now, we had threats of snow and stuff, but it looks like the temperatures are holding out, and we're just getting some rain, and the sun was kind of even out too, so that's kind of been nice. But I mean, there's a lot of snow. I'm not sure how fast it's gonna melt, but we'll see. I am going on a vacation, and I am gonna shoot some epic videos. I'm not sure if I discussed the location where I'm going, but I will have some service in some areas, so the wife and I can try to just give you guys some live updates. But we've been packing and planning. It's not super far, but it's a decent trip. We got 10 days, and there's going to be sunshine, no snow, and most likely not any rain. But we're there for 10 days. I doubt it's desert, so that's the only clue I'll give you. Like I said, I'm not sure. If you guess it in the comments where I'm going, or if you have paid attention to this video before, or you go back and watch anything, I will give you an air freshener and some RC Propaganda stickers if you guess where I'm going. Like I said, I'm not sure if I announced it yet to anybody, but if anyone is watching this, let's make it a little fun, and you can just win some stuff if you just guess where I'm going real quick. So yeah, there's that. I will tell you, I am bringing the Kraton for sure, with a multiple tire setups, and I'm bringing these 3 scale rigs that you see here. I gotta start prepping really, because I only got 1, 2. No, I guess I got 3 full weeks till I go. So it's actually, I'm not under the gun, but I got a lot of stuff I gotta start doing, because this truck was having a few servo issues. So I just gotta drive it and figure out what's going on there. We'll see. It's wet outside, so it's not necessarily like I can even go on some dry pavement when it's not snowing. It's just a little colder or anything. It's been snowing and raining every day for months, it feels. So I haven't been able to get out, but whatever. I keep making all that excuse, but hey, I'm live here, just trying to chill. Things are happening. RC is just fun, and I'm excited about it. I'm excited to get back to making videos. I can't wait to rip my Kraton again. It's right here to my side. My right, probably your left. I think I'm going to put a few more holes and vent those big Badlands, because the Kraton's got some power. I know they balloon a lot, but I want to revisit the drive and do like a comparison. I'm going to shoot like a review video, because I got the regular Badlands, and when you throw those on the Kraton is nimble. And also, I've never drove the Revo with the small tires. I've only ever bashed the Revo with these big tires, and I think that might have had a lot of factors to do with why the truck was having issues, because I quickly broke the stock tire on it, and then I was like driving it with just those big tires, and I didn't know how monstrous those tires were. And I think I got to get another set, to be honest with you, because I sank the Revo one time in a puddle, and I think one of the tires had some weird weight. I don't think the foam ever really dried out. I'm not sure the condition on the foam. I mean, so I guess someone really needed to get the new tire. I could just take them off and put new foams in, I guess. If anyone knows any basher foams, I've never seen any good foams for bashing. I always just get pre-mounted Prolines. They are kind of costly, but now that I have the wheels, I know these tires will die down a little bit. Then I can just buy tires and glue them on. So I haven't glued tires and I don't know how long. I've been rocking beadlocks. I definitely like beadlocks for the scale stuff. Unfortunately, you can't get them for the monster trucks. I do have beadlocks for my short course tires, and I like that. That works good. It always makes it easy, because I'm a tire guy. I like to experiment with different tires and stuff. That's why I like the beadlocks on this build. So. Wow, look at the shocks feel good. I got the Traxxas shocks on here. Man, I can't wait to drive my scale rigs. It's just going to be awesome. It's going to be lots and lots of fun. So hit the like button, guys, if anyone's in here. Say something. Say hi. Say hello. Let me know what's good. Seems like some people are joining now. But that's kind of what else is going on. Oh yeah, another thing is I went ahead and whoa, what's up, Paul? How's it going, man? Oh, dude, you're on the East Coast too. I used to live in your state. I know your area. What's up, John? What up? You know, just complaining, but also some stuff. I don't know if you guys missed it. Uh, I was showing the new Traxxas body. You guys pumped for that? The new Blazer they're putting out. I was discussing that. Smart man for leaving. Well, I came to California and I want to leave California too because it's probably, well, at least it's a lot nicer in landscape. I will give it that. And I guess I do live in a more, not such a city area, so it's not as bad, but I don't want to discuss that type of stuff. uh, yeah, and I picked up. Well, I didn't get it yet, but I pre-ordered the HBI Scale Builders Kit. I was just talking about that a little bit, and what else I was just about to say is I I needed some batteries because I was going on my vacation here, and I only have essentially like one battery for my Creighton. I got two 3S batteries. And so I wanted to get a single pack. And I've been looking at these graphene batteries on Hobby King. And a single 6S at like 4,000 milliamps or whatever, like $102, 75C discharge rate. And you can get, the shipping was like $20. But if I spent 47 more dollars, I could get free shipping. So I kind of looked at it as like, well, $27 I could get something for the free, I'm like trying to figure it out. So then I was looking and I can't run obviously 6S in the scale rigs. So it's like, oh, let me see if it's cost effective to keep running two batteries. I kind of just wanted to run one battery in the crate instead of having two. But I wound up looking at the 3S and they were like $42 for, I believe they were 3,000 milliamps or 4,000 milliamps. So I picked up four of them, and they're 75C discharge. They're 3 or 4,000 milliamp. I think they're going to be 3,000 milliamp. So the weight won't be so heavy, and the Creighton, which is good. That was something I was thinking about. That's why I was trying to go with just a lower milliamp single battery, but they're kind of expensive. And then when I found out I had to pay for the shipping, I was kind of like, so whatever. I grabbed four of the 3 cells, so now I can run those graphene batteries. I mean, I'm not really sure if I'll see a performance increase, but at least now I have those, and maybe if I have to, I can cut the connectors on. Well, no, I won't cut the connectors. I'll probably, I don't know what I'll do with those Traxxas 3S batteries. Maybe I'll just run them in the Bronco, or I got to swap everything over to XT90. So I think what's going to happen is I'm just going to try to sell my Traxxas batteries and charger. But one thing is I like the Bronco's got the battery tray in the front, and I have a little battery that fits in there. But maybe if I can fit my other batteries in there, it won't be such a big deal. What's up with the Traxxas batteries? You hating? You hating? I haven't had any issues with them. I had one where I broke the balance wire or something, and I didn't know what to do, so I made a video, and me and my wife blasted it with my gun, so that was fun. But yeah, other than that, the Traxxas batteries have been okay, but you know what? They are pretty old, so I have two 3S, I think I have two 2S's, and then I have that little tiny one for the Bronco. But I do have a single Traxxas charger, so maybe I keep the single one and the little Traxxas charger, and I'll sell the dual Traxxas charger, which I got for a really good price because the hobby shop is going out of business. That's the only reason I got it, because I think it's like a $200 charger. So I got like, whatever, 50% off or whatever. I bought a lot of things. I only spent like $200 or something ridiculous like that. So I could sell that along with all those Traxxas batteries. Maybe I could find a flat rate box and fit it all in, and then try to sell it on eBay as well. The shipping lipos. Last time I had to do that, I lied. Yeah, that is the downside. Never had any puffing issues, but the price of Traxxas batteries is through the roof. Uh, yeah, I had to ship lipo batteries one time from AMain because they were too fat and they wouldn't fit in the battery trays of the axials. They were 5300 milliamp batteries, um, 3S, and they wouldn't fit in the Revo. So I had to send them back. They set up like a thing, and at the post office, they asked me, "Oh," I said, "Nope," because they didn't have to travel far, but then you get kind of raped on the price for trying to ship the lipo batteries. So it's kind of hard. That Revo tray is thin, so I'll see if these batteries fit. I am going to be putting a Castle system or maybe swapping the Hobbywing system into that truck anyway. And because of the battery tray setup, you have to run two batteries, so I'll never have that set up on the ESC in there. But maybe the crate and I could do something, or I'll just make a loop plug. I got XT90s hanging around, so that's not really a problem. You always lie when shipping batteries? Nice, I like it. Yeah. If I did it on eBay and like it had to go far and then something happened, I I don't know. I don't know a whole lot about the logistics of that, but for me it didn't have to go too far, so I didn't really worry about it as much. But like if someone on the other side of the country orders this trackless charger and all these batteries, I don't know. But maybe I could go to the track and just give them away to some kids there or something because they're pretty old, I guess. I mean, well, little over a year, not even. This summer it'll be a year. Because I didn't have my Revo this time last year. I didn't get it till I got the picture. My wife took a great picture of me coming out of the hobby shop with it in the big box. It was great. I was so excited. And then also at the same time, I got a little let down because I was having problems in the beginning. But I went through that whole journey with it. But I will say this, it was still 10 times better than messing around with Nitro RCs because that's always a problem. Tuning and you're like, I don't know. It seems like things always went wrong with Nitro. So I definitely like the electrics. So I got uh, I got a lot of plans. I think I want to try to do as many builds as I can, but also I need to enjoy my time after a winter like this. Like I'm gonna try to get outside like every day, like because I've been so cooped up, and like I don't really play video games like crazy. I've been playing a lot of Rainbow Six Siege with my brother, but I only play when he's on because we kind of need a team, and he's got friends to play with. So that's been pretty good, but that's only for a few hours a day. Uh, so it doesn't take up enough time. But and then also, I'll be starting work soon, so then I'll be really busy. So we'll see. But I want to try to do some builds. I see Red Cat is selling like a roller chassis. That's cool. I already got a Proline Pro MT 4x4. I'm all settled on it. I want a 10th scale dasher, just like a little one I can keep in my vehicle or something that doesn't take up a lot of space if I'm going somewhere or whatever, and I just want to take something with me. Just grab my remote, some batteries, boom. So yeah, well, I get laid off every season. It's just part of my life. Uh, I I got I got a system. It's not the greatest, but whatever. It's the real world. That's how it goes. This winter, my season's just short, but my wife works and I work a lot, like a lot when I'm working. So still, it's not really that much time off. If you add up all the extra hours, I'm not working 40-hour weeks. That's for sure. I'm working like 50 to 60 easy every week for 6.5 months straight. So it's nice to chill out a little bit, shovel some snow here and there, or a lot this year. But what are you gonna do? Until I figure it out, because no other jobs around here are gonna pay me dick in the winter. I'm not going to work for fucking no money. That's for sure. That's for sure. Ugh. What else is good? What's going on the East Coast? My brother just had to plow today. Oh yeah, you're driving a roll off, huh? For I know I seen some pictures you posted. I know what's up. Yeah, yeah. I have a CDL, but I started as a truck driver and then I moved up in my job. But I only took the truck driving job because that's all they needed at the time. But now I got a lot going on there. I've been doing this stuff my whole life, so they said they needed a driver. I said, all right, I'll come and drive for you. Nice brand new Kenworth. The block said 485, but I think they turned the turbos up around here because all the mountains, because most of them, I guess, are running 550 horse. But now I think the new Cummins is 550 from the factory. And then they got like, I think my cousin's got a new triaxle in Rhode Island, and it's got like 650 horsepower or something crazy. So, but we run like transfer trucks out here, like the roll-offs are not like what you think. They can't put any weight on them. It's weird. The weight laws out here are so different. Like I had to learn how to do a whole thing. Oh man, yeah. No, I don't know if I could do that over the road stuff. I like the daily like dump truck stuff, and I don't mind it, but I can't sit in the truck because I never had a truck driving job. So when I was driving this truck, the crew and everything like were amazed because I got out of the truck, and then they started realizing they knew what I was doing, and I could run all the other machines plus the paver and stuff. And then my boss is like, "Oh, all right, yeah. Well, I guess you're what you said is true. Like yeah, you know how people always like to talk. So I don't didn't need to talk. I used action. I was just like, this is what's up. I showed him a thing or two. Been paving my whole life, so yeah, the Kenworth was nice. It was a T800 cab, 2013. When I started driving it, it had like only 30K on it, and I drove it to about 90. And then it had some problems because my boss didn't really take my opinion, and we put some noob basically in this nice Kenworth, and yeah, did some serious damage within a span of a week, uh, and then that was that. So yeah, and now we got a fat guy driving it that's really fat, but you know what? He's actually not a bad truck driver, and he takes it easy on the truck. He's not like trying to go too fast, and so I kind of prefer someone like that is a little more whatever, but it's hard to find good truck drivers. If they only just paid truck drivers more, they could get better quality, but because of how it works, truck drivers don't really make a lot of money. I was making good money because I could do other things, and I wasn't just driving a truck. I had to unload equipment and tow the trailers, and the crew's done, and I got to move equipment for the next day and all that kind of stuff. So it was kind of like a lot. I was driving a lot, and then they got the stupid hour rule here. You can't drive more than like 12 hours, and my company does everything like by the book. So, whatever. It is what it is, but I'd be out some nights pretty late having to move equipment from jobs far away and stuff. But whatever, I was on overtime, so can't complain there. Ugh. You gonna watch the fights at all today? That's why I'm doing this live stream at this kind of a weird time, so. Oh yeah, yeah. If you own some trucks, then yeah, you kind of get that from that point of view when you see how people drive, and when you don't pay to fix anything or tires or clutch or anything like that. I kind of I know it's only truck driving in a way, but I kind of always have like a odd sense of pride in it because you see people that can't even drive their like cars, on the road, and like I'm always in this big truck, and I gotta make corners, and I gotta look and pay attention, and also if I hit anything, you're talking about what 80,000 pounds, so 40-ton rolling down the road, you know. Well, what's up, Voodoo? Yeah, not really wrenching. I just kind of talking here, shooting the shit. Was talking about some things, but um, yeah, I just didn't have anything to really do. But I ordered some new stuff, so we discussed that. Now I just been talking to Paul here about good old truck driving, splitting gears, looking at rears. That's what I always used to say because you're always in the truck, so you get that nice point of view. You look out at the chicks. It's hard where I live. It's like a vacation land, and I'd be driving, and the beaches are there. And woo, the chicks are in, like little tiny bathing suits these days. It's like, what is going on? Like, man, it makes me feel old because I enjoy the view, but at the same time, like, I wouldn't let my wife, wear that stuff out. These guys are out there with their girlfriends and like everyone's just looking at their butts. It's like, like I'm not old, but shit, it wasn't like that when I was a kid. You had to work for it to, get action and see girls and all that stuff. Now they're just like, oh yeah, I'll just DM you some nudes, and it's like, whoa, chill, man. I'm not really into that type of deal. I'm a little more reserved these days. It's kind of weird. But, cultures are different, or it's changing, or maybe it's the rap music. I don't know. I have crazy, crazy thoughts outside the RC world. But in the RC world, it's, I like it. Keep your clothes on sale. Oh, what? Sally's right here. Sally's got no clothes on. You could see her bare chest if I took this fuel can away. I like to call people a Sally because this kid used to say that when we were in high school. He called people Sallies, and I had never heard it before, so I thought that was a funny expression. Yeah, one perk of being a driver. Yeah. And then there's all the downsides of people cutting you off and not realizing you can't stop. One time, my uncle hit a lady a long time ago as a kid, and she told the cop when he got there that like he hit her and like he could stop. He's got more tires. Thinking because the truck's got more tires that you can stop. That's pretty ridiculous. But hey, whatever. Not everyone's a winner. But that's what the only thing I don't like about driving is the risk factor, because if you hit someone, they take it so serious and then they think it's your fault, and I don't know. So like that type of stuff about driving always stresses me out. But I'll have to bring our trucks back up, so I'll get to drive a little bit. I haven't drove, and I don't know, since I stored the trucks. I store my boss's trucks a little far away. I got a little nice little gated in area, so they're nice and safe. So I was gonna bring them down there. Although actually, you know what's funny? I forgot all about this. All right, man. Have a good one. Oh, you be safe out on the road. I'm not out on the road right now. I'm not doing a lot of driving. Thanks for joining, man. It was a good chat. Oh, Voodoo, what's up? What do you got to say? I was talking to Paul about truck driving. Now he's leaving, so I don't really got any more RC stuff to really chit chat about. I picked up some new batteries, Voodoo. You ever use any of those graphene batteries? I heard that that's all the rage. I didn't have any time to do the research because I realized I had to order these. So, oh shit, concrete, delivering concrete, dude. We all the same, dude. We all blue collar, yo. You gotta do the work. Concrete. I hate concrete because when I gotta go do concrete like rip outs of driveways, it's concrete and it's a pain in the butt. And if it doesn't snap or if it's not old enough, it's a pain in the ass. And then you gotta pay more to dump it. Yep. I like watching there's a YouTube channel called Fury Road. And they do like the road rage videos. I can't watch car accidents. I don't like knowing if the people are hurt or okay. If it's something like where it's crazy and then the person gets up and you're like, oh, okay, right away, But like those crash compilations, it's like smash, smash, and like I don't like seeing car accidents. It's dangerous. It's like driving is dangerous. It's weird. It's crazy being out there. Oh yeah, relieve the road rage. Yeah, I get a little adrenaline rush. I don't really get the road rage out of that, but I try to keep my road rage on the road definitely to a minimum. That's for sure. I have to. I've been kind of getting bad here and there, but people just don't understand the gas is on the right. Like as time has gone by, the cars have gotten so good. Like even if you got like a Civic Like the cars stop good now. Like tires are better. The speed limits don't really increase, although that's kind of a lie because I have seen them increase a few places here and there, but only by 5 miles an hour. But then that allows you to speed a little bit more and keep your ticket down or whatever. I don't know. I haven't had a speeding ticket in very, very, very since I was 18. So like long time. Knock on wood. I try not to speed, but I would like to go the speed limit. So if you're in front of me and you can't go a little bit faster than the speed limit, like speed limit's 55, you can go like 60, no problem. They're not gonna just like pull you over and be like, "Oh my God, you're going 5 over. Your life's over." It doesn't work like that. So like when someone's going like 50 in a 55, I can only go like 45 behind them. I get irritated really quick. But what are you gonna do? Let's see what we got for some pictures on Instagram here. Let's see. There's some sweet looking rigs out there, that's for sure. I'm sure you guys probably know a lot of these people. That's a funny picture. Jesus. Oh, whoa, they got the Grand Prix down. Save the day. Ooh, here's a nice Creighton. You guys into bashing or scaling more? Oh, nice. Dude, that Gravedigger, man. Gravedigger used to be my favorite monster truck when I was a kid. Ooh, sunny day above freezing. I'm envious, Voodoo. I'm envious that you get to go out there and spend some time in the sun. But it's looking better here for us. I mean, still going to have a lot of rain, snow mix going on, but, you know, here we are going into March, so that's nice. Got to be hopeful. Pray to the sun gods or, I don't know, Mother Nature or, I don't know, something, but at least get this weather to turn around. Yeah, I ordered a new GoPro case too, and I haven't seen that show up yet. But I'm not sure where it had to come from. It's gonna hold my audio box because I love the GoPros, but the audio adapter box is like, why doesn't GoPro just make a case and when you buy the box, you get the case? The adapter's $50. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Oh, the wind. The wind will ruin you. The same thing happens here because I'm high up in the mountains. So if the wind starts coming through, even if it's warm, it can ruin a nice warm day. You guys gonna watch the UFC fights at all? Oh, Monster Jam, nice. Is it in like a big arena, or is it more of like a small scale show? Because I used to go to one all the time when I was a kid, but I never realized it was in like a small arena, so they never did much. I went to like the San Francisco, well, where the 49ers, I think. I don't know football. I don't watch football. The San Francisco baseball or football team. I don't know if they play in the same stadium, but it was in Santa Clara and it was huge, and it was definitely the best Monster Jam ever. My wife never seen monster trucks. You know, she's not from the States, so she didn't like even know about that stuff growing up. And I used to grow up going to that stuff and all that. My dad used to take me with my cousins, and I was telling her about it, and I was like, "Oh, let me look and see if we can go." And we got a hotel room where we could see the stadium, and just walked out of our hotel room to the stadium, and it was great. Watched the monster trucks, had a blast. You weren't in this enclosed area, so you could enjoy the sound of the trucks because it wasn't too overbearing for your ears. And dude, they sent it backflips. Oh, it was the best. An old NHL rink in Vancouver. Oh, nice. Oh, are you in Canada, eh? Voodoo? NHL. Yeah, I don't know. It all depends. I just know that the venue I used to go to was small. So if you want to see a good Monster Jam, you gotta go to like the big one. I'm definitely gonna look and see about next time when I go back. And also, I'm not far from Las Vegas, and they have like the big finals there. That could be cool. That'd be a big trip, but I could do it. Let's see if there's any other cool rigs. You guys got any new RC trucks you guys are gonna buy or anything like that coming up? Got any? Get your eyes on anything? The Great White North, buddy. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. You know, if you like it, there's nothing wrong with that. I don't get why people get so Like I'm from like the East Coast and like the Boston area, and like people always take pride in being from like Boston and stuff, and I never got that kind of thing. I don't get it. Like it's nice if you build a business, you take pride in your business and stuff like that, but like the whole like being like, oh, I'm from this state or whatever, like I don't get why people get so like tribalistic and like they'll fight you because a rival sports team or something. Not for a while, John. Well, what is it if you get it? What you got your eyes on? What's keeping you up at night? That's what I want to know. Because RCs are keeping me up at night. What is your preferred website of choice to order stuff from if you got to order RC parts? Let's see. We can talk about that. Let's see. Me, A-Main Hobbies is definitely the best. Gets to me the quickest. RC Planet's second up. And for a while, they weren't charging any tax, which was great. So when I got my original TRX4, it was $450, no tax. Boom. Amazon, huh? Yeah, they usually don't have what I need on Amazon. But I do have Prime, so I get a lot of stuff on Amazon. Although lately I haven't been ordering anything, it actually kind of feels weird. I haven't had to like go out to the mailbox and pick up my packages. Usually I'm always ordering something. My wife needs something or whatever, and I'm always breaking stuff. So then I order A-Main, once a week or something. So for a while I was embarrassed. I'm like, oh man, the post guy must just like be mad putting all my packages in these boxes. Amazon gift cards. What about gift cards? I haven't got many gift cards. No one buys me gift cards anymore. But when I was young, gift cards were definitely the way to go. Well, the ball cup feels really loose on this grate in here. That one's not so bad. This one's wiggling all over. Oh, Monica, what a Leaf Springer in my collection. Okay, I won't tell her. And good choice on the Marlin Crawler. I think I'm gonna get that BXR01 or whatever. RC Sparks just built one, and I really want something that style. But then again, yeah, you make a great point with the leaf spring kit. If you were to get like a RC 4-wheel drive, I wonder what the quality is. That BRX just looks really nice, and I like the body. I think the body is a little bit better than the RC 4-wheel drive. But then again, I've never seen them up close. And it sucks that hobby shop I had closed down because they had like a lot of trucks on display, so you could see stuff. But I could do a little research. Well, actually, I don't need to. I know a few shops around, but I got to drive, a few hours, stuff like that. So it's not the easiest thing to just pack up and go to the hobby shop. But it sucks. I don't know why that other place, man. They were so good. They had like a little crawler track set up there and whatnot. Nice, an XTX 10.2, can't go wrong. Cannot go wrong. I mean, all the trucks on the market are like, really good. Like my theory right now is I'm trying to try them all. I got that Skill Builders kit, and the only other truck I wouldn't have tried is the Red Cat. And now that they're selling it, I think for $164 for the rolling chassis, means I can run all my own electronics and wheels, tires, and just try it out, put whatever body I want on there. So that'll be the only one. So I think I'll probably wind up grabbing one of those over the summer too. But I've got Traxxas, I got two axials, and two Traxxases. And in my other Traxxas, actually I have the diff spool installed in this one here. So I have no lockers or anything on this one. So it's not really upgraded because I took the servo out. I took the shocks off for the other build. Like I said, I got some plans for this. I mean, I could always just go with shorter links and then cut the chassis. Or I don't know. It's just good to kind of keep something around in case I want to build something. Kind of been thinking about maybe trying to build a 6x6. Not 100% sure on how I do that, but it's all good. I'll figure it out. What kind of plans you got for your SCX-10 What kind of mods? You an accessory guy, or are you like a performance guy? I notice when I go to like some of these events I've been to, you got guys who are like super decked out scale, and then you got like pure performance builds. Me, I like a little bit of both, but that's why I like the option of having all these different trucks, because I can go in different orders. Although I think on the SCX-10, the incision links are always going to be a commonplace because those things are really good, and just all that stuff. If you want the really good stuff, then your truck's going to basically become that VS truck that they sell, which I like what they did with that. Me personally, I like to keep them on myself, so I was able to grow. I bought a cheaper RTR. I mean, $400. If you were to buy all that stuff, yeah, you're gonna spend a lot more than what the VS 410 costs. But you get it right out of the box. You drive it, you have fun, you learn. So stuff like that. That's just, it's all your own theory. But I want to try different things. Like I said, I'm gonna get Proline shocks, Incision shocks, because I tried those King ones and they're no good. Well, the RC 4-wheel drive, but. Oh yeah, that'd be cool. Throw some axial axles under there. Yeah, I like the ability to do that to like different. You can kind of swap parts, make things fit. I put those traction shocks on this truck. They're just shocks, so it's not like oh my god, but you know something like that. It's cool to try different things. Like that's what's great about the scale RC hobby, or even just RC in general. Like even if you drive on road cars, there's just so many different types of things you can do, and it's so fun. That's what I like. Like I like to try to build things and just mess around, make things different. That sort of thing. Oh yeah, nice. In another hour, the fights are gonna start on ESPN. I'm super pumped. Like I said, UFC is the only other thing outside of RC that gets me excited. Oh yeah. I got my Blazer sitting good with those shocks in there. So I don't know. I think you were in Voodoo. I mounted the shocks to the. It's hard to see here, but you have your link mount down here, and some people were lowering the stock shocks because the front of the Blazer was a little too high. So then you lower the shock, but with these Traxxas shocks, they're actually a little bit taller. So it lifted the back up just a tiny bit, and then the front was too low. So I wound up putting them back in the stock location, and it definitely helped a lot. So now the front of my truck isn't, before it's kind of like sagging down, but now I can tuck the suspension and my tires barely rub. Because I do got those bigger 4.75s. That's like the ideal size, I think, for scale look. Which, I watched a video on how it worked, but like the 1.9 is, I guess, kind of like a 19-inch rim, if you do the math, which is definitely not common in an off-road world. And vehicles like this probably only came with like 15 or 16-inch rims back then. And even if you were going to go build it now, 17 is kind of like the new 16 in the off-road world. Because, when you're off-roading, you want a big sidewall, so you don't want too much rim because you got to fit everything, depending upon what your build is. Because, I wish, that was the only thing sometimes. I wish you could get a lot of suspension travel and not have the big, like, wheel gaps that you have. Because I think they're kind of unrealistic sometimes. But, whatever. I mean, it's RC. But it's just those little details sometimes, like, that I get into. And, like, I'm like, I want to nerd out on that stuff. Like that's why I like that BXR01. It's that small scale and everything looks pretty proportional. And I really appreciate engineering and stuff that's like quality parts, like those incision links, like all that stuff is CNC machine, and like I used to do machine shop, so it's like super sweet. I like metals and how all that stuff is made is just cool. I really appreciate that type of stuff. So, but all right, it looks like I've been on here for about an hour now, kind of just chit chatting. So, like I said, still bad weather, haven't been able to make videos, so just trying to keep something coming for you guys. I appreciate it a lot. I'm gonna start making better videos, and yeah, winter's on its way out. And like I said, I don't know if you guys were here, but I was talking about my vacation. If you guys want to win an air freshener and some stickers, I'm not announcing where I'm going, but I did say before I think where I was going. So if anyone guesses it right in the comments, I'll give you guys a air freshener and some stickers. So don't forget about that. And when we get to 500 subs, don't forget I'm going to give an air freshener away, and 1K is a shirt, and 9K I got all those 3D printed products I was going to give away, starting at 700. So we're going to skip 6 and we're going to go 7, 8, 9, and the shirt for the 1,000 giveaway. So I'm not sure how long that takes because my numbers seem to be really slow. So it seems like a long time, but my hope is to start making a lot more videos here once the weather turns around. And yeah, we can start having more fun. Maybe do like one night a week we can pick, hang out, talk RCs, whatever you guys are into. I'm into it. It's nice to have some people to talk to this stuff about because there's nobody else around that I can do RCs with outside my wife. She doesn't really know anything. She just knows how to go wee wee. So it's all good. But yeah, I really appreciate it, guys. Have a good one. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. I'm out. Peace.